Hey guys, Chris here from WebRadar. I got a question from the community, from Ibrahim, and he wanted to know how he can create an overlay exactly like this. And I'm going to show you right now a step-by-step tutorial, and I'm going to explain you the CSS code so you know exactly what you do and how you can change it so it fits your needs. Let's start. Okay, and here we are. I'm going to use BrizzyCloud for this, but this works effectively in every editor you can use. So we're going to start with a empty thing here, and the most important is this base structure, so to say. So I'm starting with a row, and I'm going to delete the second element here. And inside of that row, I'm adding a column. He gives us again 2, so I'm going to delete this one. And this is the base structure we use for this effect. So let's start with the background image. Image 1. So usually you have your content inside this thing, so I'm going to use a spacer right now. And let's set this to 827. And let's duplicate it 2 more times. This is our base setup. And what we now want to do, we are using the inner row we added, the purple one. And you go to settings, advanced, and here you can add custom CSS. That's usually possible in every editor you're going to use. The code might look a little bit different, but the only thing that really changes is the selector. In Brizzy it's called element. In Elementor it's called selector, as far as I know. So this is the only thing you have to change. And what we do now, we just copy this CSS code into every of our elements. Advanced and copy paste. And now let's update and have a look. There we are. Very simple, very easy. Now let's talk about the code. Okay, now this is the CSS code we are going to use, and I'm going to explain to you how the code works. This here is the color of the border. So currently it's set to white. You can set any color you want. This one here is the color style. And well, here we you can set it to dotted, for example. I'm using a solid right now. The border width, that is the white line you see here. This is the border width. That is currently set to 2 pixels, and that's important for later. And here we have the boxed shadow. Again, and with this section, you can change the color of the shadow. Usually it helps to set it to the same as the border color, but maybe you want to work with different colors, so you can put that here. And here we have the spread of this shadow. So this is the white little noise or mist you can see inside right here. And the last thing is inset, so we have our shadow on the inside of the border and not on the other side. And this one here now is important. As you can see, we have height 8 to 3 pixels. And why do we have that? Because I set, whoops, here in my spacer, as you can see, I set the spacer to 8 827. And this one here is 823, so we lack 4 pixels because our border width is 2. And we have additional 2 pixels on the lower part, and we have 2 additional pixels on the upper part. So if we add the border, the box would be enlarged by 4 pixels. And that's why I added the height, and here I'm reducing it by 4 pixels, so the image stays the same. If we wouldn't do this, and you hover over the image, it would start to jump up and down, because, for example, right now in the middle image, this one would be 4 pixels larger, higher than the other 2 images, and that would look bad. So what I've did, I'm adding 2 pixels on each side, and I'm reducing with the change of the height, the same thing. So that's the important thing, that you have this consistent and you have these not jumping around. Hey guys, that's it for this tutorial. But subscribe, check the bell, all the good things. I'm going to upload more tutorials on a regular basis. If you have any questions to what I did today, put them down in the comments. I'm trying to answer them as soon as I can. And yeah, stay tuned. Every Friday, I'm going to publish a larger video where I talk about web design stuff. So check back, and I hope to see you now on a regular basis. And happy creating!